Morning everyone. This is our presentation on Premier Inn Hotel and their strategy to attract customers of different countries of the world after COVID-19. The strategy of Premier Inn Hotel to customers to the new normal will be the most important part of the presentation, which will be very much helpful for the organization to cover up their losses as soon as possible by attracting maximum number of the potential customers. Members of this presentation on Group 2 are Nina, Roxana, Edita, and Maria Magdalena. I hope you'll enjoy it. Premier Inn Hotel is one of the oldest and largest hotel chain of United Kingdom. The organization is operating its businesses in different parts of the world by maintaining the same brand value of providing quality products and services to their guests. After COVID-19, like all the organizations in hotel businesses, Premier Inn Hotel is also suffering from losses due to lack of customers and because of new rules and regulation of health and security of guests, which made most of the customers demotivated to visit from one place to another. Management of Premier Inn Hotel has made up their minds of finding new ways to attract people, for which they have to take lots of different ideas and approaches in their hands to establish inside and outside the hotel as soon as possible. There are lots of areas where the management needs to establish new regulation by changing their strategy according to the health guidelines of the government and other regulatory bodies. Management is trying to keep their concentration on the health of the guests and employers, for which the use of health care materials and equipment are being ensured inside the organization premises. In order to protect every single person from all sorts of infection, the organization is planning to create a group of well-trained employers who will be able to ensure health safety of their guests. The organization also tried to their guests and employers aware about different activities and approach those of the people inside the organization premise in order to ensure protection of everyone. To ensure appropriate establishment of all the policies, the management of Premier Inn is trying to find appropriate ways of motivation for the employers by which they will be able to adapt quite easily, which ultimately helps the organization to be successful in protecting the health of everyone inside the organization premises. This particular presentation will help all of us to understand how teamwork can make anything successful for an organization when there is a requirement of establishing changes. The importance of effective and appropriate collaboration and coordination can also understood quite easily by the help of this presentation. This presentation is also talking about how the promotion and marketing campaign has to establish by any organization to attract customers at the expected level. In addition, with this, by the help of this presentation, it will be easier to understand what strategy the organization should take in order to influence the employers positively to get involved in any kind of change. Now, Premier Inn Hotel is trying to be successful just like its previous time before COVID-19. The organization is trying to ensure safety and security of their customers and their employers, and also trying to promote the endeavor to the people and potential customers in order to attract them towards their hotel. In this regard, the changing operational strategy of the organization has changed significantly along with the marketing and promotional campaign of the hotel as well. Premier Inn Hotel has taken a lot of different types of protective measures in hand in order to save the employers and guests. in order to keep the employers safe from all sorts of contamination. The organization ensures glass protection in front of reception. The organization also making infrared thermometer available in order to identify the infected people as quick as possible. The organization is also trying to establish clean system in every single area of businesses inside the premise to ensure social distance of all the people of the organization. The hotel keeps its focus on cleaning heavily touchy equipment and material all the time in order to keep the germs and infection free. The organization also focuses much more on housekeeping activities of its employers as they are touching lots of materials outside from the hospital. In this regard, the above placards and pictures have been given in every corner of the hotel in order to ensure that all the employers and the customers are very much aware about where to touch and what to do after touching anything or before touching anything. All these pictures are basically improving the awareness of the customers and the employers to keep them protected by their own way. The organization is getting involved in different kinds of technological activities with the establishment of different technological equipment in order to protect all the stakeholders from touching anything. For instance, the organization is introducing voice control for lifts, doors handles, and remote control, just like the previous time for AC and TV, telephone for the order of anything rather than going in person, and so many other things in order to keep the stakeholders touching things psychically. In addition to this, the organization is trying to use different kinds of indicators, signals, and signs for keeping all the employers and customers safe from getting in touch with each other psychically. In order to reduce the psychical contact among the stakeholders of the hotel, the management has established numerous numbers of different kinds of policies. For example, online food delivery system, online shopping, online purchase of products, online transportation facility, all have been made available by Premier Inn Hotel in order to protect people from all sorts of psychical contact. The organization is trying to create anti-germs facility in its premises in order to protect stakeholders from all sorts of difficult situations with infection. The organization is trying to get connected with different organizations who are providing this kind of support in order to protect their customers or guests who are staying in the organization. National Health System or NHS has provided different types of healthcare precautionary activities and measures for making the hotel aware about how they should behave in protecting their people from all the sorts of infection. Premier Inn Hotel informs its customers regarding all these things in order to make them aware about their health. The informative placard is like the picture shown in the slide. In order to ensure health and safety, all the stakeholders of the businesses, Premier Inn Hotel is trying to establish online hotel booking system in order to keep distance from their customers psychically. The organization has started online promotional campaign, especially social media campaign with all its precautionary activities in the campaign in order to attract the customer rather and psychical to promote their products and services. The organization is also trying to establish online payment system with appropriate security in order to keep distance from customers and in order to touch money those are heavy touching materials. In conclusion, it can be easy to say that Premier Inn Hotel, like other businesses organization, needs to be very clear about their words for protecting the employees and customers while they are visiting. By doing so, it will be easier for the organization to establish appropriate preventive measures against COVID-19 and also make the employees motivated to adapt new organizational activity and policies which ultimately make the organization successful in protecting business by getting significant and expected number of customers quite easily. Thank you very much everyone for being with us through the presentation. That's a wrap from our side. If you have any question, please make yourself comfortable to ask. We are here to answer all of your questions. This is a list of resources which we have used in preparing this presentation.